leather gloves, we're slapping in hams. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. Who's chasing the beer? The trick of the lips, play ball. Play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
Don't yell at me. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Lives live here on Strong Island Television and Paradise Studios in beautiful downtown Massapequa, New York. Tonight, my co-host is the lovely, the intelligent, the beautiful Amy Byer.
Thank you.
Where did she come from? Where did you come from?
I came from over there.
She came from the other show before us, Guilted Into It. Please, guys, tune in early. Watch the ladies. They are so funny, especially Jody. And then you have Roseanne Sorrentino. You have Bridget Kavanaugh. So it's a really good show. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for filling in tonight.
I am very happy to be here.
You know, Rich Walker, that son of a gun. Tonight's show is brought to us by Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community. Thank you, Michael Barasch. Richie messages me the other day, right? He goes, "Oh, I forgot my wife and I are going to a play Wednesday. I didn't know if we were doing this show or not anyway." So I go, "Oh, yeah, it's Wednesday. We do a show every Wednesday." What the frig are you talking about? Is that like a cop-out, like he screwed up?
Show, though?
I don't know, but he screwed up, and instead of like saying, "Oh, I'm sorry," yeah, he's like, "Well, I didn't know if we were doing a show anyway." Is it Wednesday? It's like Prince Spaghetti Day. We do a show. No, but we do take off some Wednesdays, so we'll. Richie is good that way. He goes out to things. He does things. Well, I don't do things. He does things.
I don't like to come to the show if it's raining, so I get it. Like if it's raining, I want to cut it.
But you come.
Yeah.
You're a trooper.
I do.
You're a trooper. You know what? I think you're the funniest one back. Judy's the funniest. You're second, and then the other two ladies are tied with funniness. Sorry, I think Amy's funnier. And to be able to be in front of students every day.
Yes. Well, you have
What grade? 8th grade. Hello.
8th grade English.
Oh my God.
Yes, every day is an adventure.
Oh, I'd rather be in a burning building.
Yeah.
You know.
They don't. There's just certain things that don't compute. It doesn't stick in the brain, like due dates.
Oh.
Due dates don't stick.
You mean it was today?
It was today. I made it very clear it was today, and then you always get that one that goes, "Well, can I hand it in?" Nope.
They don't get it. Yeah, you a strict teacher?
It depends.
Because you have to be, I think, to give them those boundaries, so then they start getting.
I'm strict with due dates. That's it.
Strict with due dates.
I gave out a lot of zeros today. I'm not gonna lie.
Holy crap!
And each one broke my heart a little bit.
I'm sure it did. As you're walking away and singing "Merry Christmas," you felt terrible.
You have
Jingle
to.
Bells,
You have
Jingle
to do what you have to do.
All right. Well, I know. I think you need just like parenting. Just like I am with my granddaughter yesterday in the mall. Here's what Grandbabs Johnny L thought would be good. I pick her up from school. What's doing, my brother Patrick? I pick her up from school. No, I'm saying hello to Patrick. And I said, you know what I'm going to do with her? I'm going to bring her to the mall. Let's look at Christmas decorations with the 3.5-year-old. I'm walking her. She's on the floor more than walking. She wants to go here. Then we pass the Lego store. She drags me into the Lego store. I was at the point where I would have spent a good $400 just to get her out of the store. Just whatever you want. Just take. I want this one. I want that. Take the freak. I don't care. That's bad. That's not good parenting.
No, but you're not a parent. You're a grandparent.
I am a grandparent.
So you get away with that stuff.
I guess so. You know, and the one statement I hate, and maybe Judy can attest to this. I hate this statement. Oh, you can enjoy them, and then you can give them back. I hate that statement, but I understand it.
Yeah.
I just don't like when people say it because they're a blessing.
They are.
They are a blessing, these grandchildren.
Holy
crap. Talking about things you want to give back.
I just, at the beginning of the show, wanted to tell you how many people we have on tonight from Germany.
Germany! How many?
So we want to say hello to them. And John, for those new viewers, again, maybe you'd like to explain to them what's behind you.
Behind me is my old firehouse in Queens, New York, Maspeth. Hazmat Company 1 ladder. Oh no, Hazmat Company 1 Squad 288. Sorry, squad guys. That's where I worked on 9/11. We lost 19 brothers in that house, and this is another way I remember them, by throwing up the firehouse where we had so many laughs. Hence, laughter saves lives. Good night, Judy. So tonight we have on, and this is another reason I wanted you on. We're doing a hard-hitting interview tonight with Santa.
I've got some questions.
You know what I'm saying? We love Santa. Don't get us wrong. We're not going to embarrass Santa, but don't expect us to say, what's the name of your reindeers? We got an intelligent interviewer and Stunad over here, and we're going to hit him with some questions he probably never heard before.
Yeah.
You know? So Santa, be ready, because I know he's watching already.
I might not get any presents after some of my questions.
Listen, this is we're not fooling around here. This is a hard-hitting interview. You see when they have interviews and people go, oh, they were soft. They didn't ask him the hard questions. Santa, you're in for a tough one tonight.
Coming at you.
And the girls are going to be on the junior firefighters. They're very funny.
Yes.
They're very sweet, very nice. And they're
very
doing
brave.
good work. Doing good work out there.
Yeah.
Studying. My glucose, my diabetes glucose thing. You see it? You see the BP? Okay. So that detects my glucose. So you don't want my glucose to go too high, diabetes. Here's what was perfect timing. Good news.
Oh, okay.
It expired the day before Thanksgiving, which means Thanksgiving, I can do whatever I want because
the diabetic shock.
It wasn't working.
Oh, all right.
So those glucose thingies can't count if the thing's not working. So I ate so much stuffing on Thanksgiving, I didn't even notice the turkey. And then when I put the new one on, it actually went on fire. It went like, what did you do yesterday?
Yeah, I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. Like, you're not supposed to try to trick it.
I learned. I went to the nutritionist today, and he said, you're an idiot. And I go, I know that. But that was the case.
But I've seen you refrain from things. I offered you remember I offered you a very sugary chocolate bar.
You did. Thank you very much, trying to put the diabetic over the top. And with that cute face, she's like, John. But you know what? I'm not big on desserts. I'm really not big on desserts. Yeah, I know, but I don't buy them, because if I bought my mouth is watering. Entenmann's donuts. You know the mixed pack?
Mm-hmm.
Here's why I get the mixed pack. Because there's only a certain amount of the crumb ones in there. So it even makes them more delicious.
Yeah.
The crumb Entenmann's donuts are the best.
They are.
The best. The chocolate crumb, delicious.
I never met a donut I didn't like. I'm not going to lie.
No, those are the best, though. Those are the best. So I can't buy them, because if it's in the house. Now, I have a problem with meatballs. It got to be, no matter how good the meatball. If there are meatballs in my refrigerator, 3 o'clock in the morning, I wake up and I go, there's meatballs. And I'll go and eat them. So I can't keep meatballs in the house either. Bridget's still here. Okay.
Yeah.
Today I was called to Queens to my father's house. Dad is living in Strasbourg now, up there with near my sisters in a beautiful assisted care facility. He doesn't like it. He wants to be home. I understand it. I respect it. We're going back and forth with that. But in the yard, my nephew, who lives in my dad's house, let his dog out. Here comes a skunk, wrestling with the dog, wrestling, scratching, biting. The dog runs down the basement. Thank God the door was closed. Skunk goes down the basement stairs. My nephew goes down there with a mop. He's hitting the freaking thing. The skunk is doing his thing. We get the dog out. He closes the door. Now the skunk is trapped in the basement steps.
God.
We called every city agency. Nobody wanted a part of it. They kept passing us over, passing us this way. Finally, when I left, he got in touch with somebody. The skunk is out.
How'd they get it out?
They, I don't know. I don't know. I was there when they got it out. They trapped it, I think.
Did they bring in a female skunk?
Ooh, I don't know. Pepe Le Pew. Remember Pepe Le Pew?
Who knows?
I don't know. But that was my day today. That was my day today. Had a sonogram. Can I HIPAA? Can I tell you my medical information, or is that against the law?
You can tell anyone
I had
you want your medical
sonogram yesterday of the lower esophageal area. Is that a word? Esophageal. I thought almost like I was pregnant, because I got the little belly and she was doing this, doing that. I thought she was like, yeah, let me just. So I'll let you know the results of that.
Oh, they didn't tell you.
John, is that why you're wearing those lovely the thing around your neck? Is that why you're wearing it?
This?
Yeah. Hey, Bobby, turn down the lights for a second. Let everybody see what John's wearing.
What am I wearing?
Little twinkle thing.
Oh,
You're twinkling. You're
Yes,
twinkling.
I'm always twinkling.
Oh, that's
yes,
Look at that. Look at the twinkle.
That's really not a big,
And we're back.
But I'm starting small. If you notice my Christmas decorations, I threw a few balls out on the table. Little of this, by 2 weeks from now, I am going to be freaking maxed out because I love Christmas. I love Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
I just finished decorating on the weekend, and I do. It's a lot. There's a lot of decoration, but I love it.
We like to decorate, but Bobby, get ready with the picture. Not yet. All right. I have the best decorations in Belmore. Right. I am the most artistic. Okay. People line the houses perfectly right. Do you ever see the artist who takes the paintbrush and dips it and goes like this? Right? You see that guy? Look at my house. This is the front of my house. Look at it. Why did it come out so? That's not as. It doesn't look that bad, but it's blue. It's all blue.
What is that, though?
That is me. I go like this on my bushes, right? And I throw them on the bushes. It's very.
Was this photo as you were throwing them?
I know it came out in motion.
It didn't come out good.
No, it didn't. But but the color. Do you like the color though?
It's blue.
It's very blue.
Yeah.
It's very blue. So that was my decorations.
I love it.
John, I'm sorry. John, I'm sorry to keep coming on and driving you nuts, but we have so many people on from overseas in Germany. Let's see what their name is. Oh, Fielding. I'll put Fielding's comment up. They wanted to know if we're live, and that's why we call the show
Laughter Saves Lives Live.
I did it. You didn't do it.
Oh, live. Well, we want to talk right now. We had a pickleball controversy. Bobby, we're going into the pickleball segment right now before we bring in the ladies. Let's go to pickleball. Wait, do it. Oh, jeez. Just broke Bobby's down. All right, so
everything's fine.
Laughter Saves Lives Pickleball was in 7th place before this week. We moved into 5th place, which means we have to play the top 5 teams. Last week we were 5-0. Now we're playing the top teams. My partner for the week, filling in, playing most of the season with me this year, is the lovely and beautiful Bridget Kavanaugh. So Bridget, what a player she is, but feisty. Feisty. She had a little bit of a bad day. And we played against the last game. We went 0-5.
We did.
But very competitive. 11-10, 11-10, 11-9. Very competitive games.
Yes.
But the last game, we had a little bit of a problem. Bridget, you want to talk about it?
Do you want to talk about the problem we had between us as a team?
Yes, let's talk about that first. So Bridget said she was having a bad day. And Johnny has a tendency. Here's Bridget. She's on this side of the court.
Right.
Johnny has a tendency to think he's so good. He goes over sometimes to hit the ball on Bridget's side of the court. Maybe even. Yes.
Doesn't make the shot.
No. So Bridget turned at one point and looked at me and said,
and I said, do you want to play by yourself?
Hold on. Hold on. You see how sweet you just were?
I didn't say that.
It was angry face.
It was angry.
She turned and looked at me and goes, do you want to play the whole game by yourself? And half the place turned around and went,
tensions were high.
Tensions were high
and I couldn't
on her part.
Because
you know what?
And you know
I
what
was.
it was?
Sounds like
Because this is what it is. Let's get into the therapy of it here on the show.
Yes.
It makes me feel like you don't have the confidence in me as a player. And I'll say it here on the show.
And now let me say this. That's not it. That's not it at all. What it is I get too excited.
Right.
And I think I can get the point because I see the ball there.
Right.
And you know that I have all the, because I call you first, right? I always call you first.
You do.
So now what happened at the end of the game? I hit a ball.
At the end of the game, this is what happened. No, it was 10-10. I hit the ball.
You hit the ball.
I hit the ball. Beautiful shot right down the line. It was in. It was gorgeous. Like point winning shot.
Right.
Other team goes out. 2
young girls, very good shape, very good players. But a little tight, and they went
out.
It was out. And we said, oh, no, I think it was in. And then she got feisty right away.
Right away, got mad.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty.
It's my call. Got to respect my call.
Got to respect my call.
Yeah.
Now, Bridget.
Yep.
Did you stand up for yourself?
Well, no, Bridget did the right thing. She did the right thing. She let me handle it because she said if I would have opened my mouth.
Listen, he was playing the whole game for us anyway. I might as well let him handle that moment.
She let me handle it.
I did. I don't think that would have been nice.
She had a bad day, and she knew that if she would open the mouth, there would have been no closing that.
Wouldn't have been welcome back.
Right, welcome back. So I just said to the girls, I thought it was let's play the point over. That's what I've always done. And they go, no, you gotta respect our call. It's our call, it's in. And I go, if you get that point, you win, right? And she said, yeah. I go, okay, you win. And I walked away.
Yep. And because here's the thing, unfortunately, it is her call, so I can't.
Right.
I don't really have a leg to stand on, unfortunately.
Right.
If it was on my side and the roles were reversed, then yes, maybe I fight a little bit harder, but I can't argue with that. So they won via.
And I wouldn't say. Did you say cheating?
Bitching.
I wouldn't say cheating.
It wasn't cheating. It wasn't cheating.
But the guy who runs the league said later on, he goes, yes, it's her call, but you guys are right. You guys are right.
I don't think I could live with that.
So we should have gone 1-4, but we didn't.
We went 0-5, but we played hard, and you did a great job. I was very proud of you.
You guys
very
are better than me. I don't think I could live with that knowledge.
All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to let Bridget, who stayed around just for that, thank you so much.
Thank you. We had to clear the air.
What?
We had to clear the air.
Clear the air.
I forgive you.
You forgive me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to go home, and we're going to bring out the junior firefighters in a second. Let's go to commercial. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Michael Barasch. Today is National First Responders Day. At Barasch McGarry, it's an honor to represent over 25,000 responders in every single state who participated in the rescue and recovery operations at the World Trade Center, at the Pentagon, and at Shanksville after the terrible attacks of 9/11. But 9/11 didn't end on 9/11. Responders are still getting sick and dying every single day. To the firefighters, the police officers, the EMTs, the paramedics, the fire inspectors, to all of you who keep us safe day after day, thank you for everything you do. You're taking great care of others. It's now time to take care of yourselves too. Please be each other's advocate so all 9/11 responders get the health care and compensation they deserve. Both the health program and the victim fund have been fully funded. I assure you, you won't be taking away from others. Protect yourselves, protect your families. It's a privilege to represent you.
Yell all the time, that one. I like it. And we're back. Laughter Saves Lives live here in Strong Island Television Paradise Studios. And we have on from Nassau County Junior Firefighters Association, two of their members. We have Secretary. Which one is the Secretary? Secretary Emily Tahata. And we have
First Vice President.
First Vice President, Sophia Pierno. Welcome, ladies. We also have Jerry's here. He's the president, chairman of the board. Stick your face in there, Jerry. Jerry's here. Very nice.
Yay.
There he is. He's the one that runs the show there. Now, you guys old enough to drive?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So Jerry drove you or not?
No, my dad drove me. Hi, Dad.
Oh, where's Dad? He didn't come in?
He's watching from the car.
He's what?
He's watching from the
Why
car.
did he come in? Oh, we come in. Dad,
come in and sit
if
down.
you're watching, come on in, Dad. Come on in and sit down and relax. So the last time you were on, when were you guys on last?
March. Yeah.
Tell the people what the Nassau County Junior Firefighters do. You guys are not responding to medical or fire calls yet, but you're training to do that, right?
Yes.
So what kind of training?
We do all different kinds of training. More recently, we've started to lean more into EMS than we have in the past. But we have single day trainings as well as our Camp Fahrenheit over the summer. We do car fires. We have building fires. There's different ways to use an extinguisher. We do hose lines. You jump in.
Trying to think. There's
when you ran out of things you could think of, you threw it to her. I saw what you did this.
Nice.
I can't think of anymore. To you. How about you, Emily?
we do SCBA training where with the packs.
How much weight? Because I know when I was a firefighter in New York City, I was in fact the number one in the job, carried the most weight of any firefighter. I used to carry extra stuff. No, I didn't. How much weight do you think you carry max with your suit, SCBA tools?
like
Like
60
60?
pounds.
60 pounds, and you weigh about 60 pounds, right? Right? It doesn't
wish.
keep it like you.
Yeah.
So heavy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now, what made, and listen, jump in if you have a question. I'm
am.
going to ask one more
Go ahead.
and jump. What made you want to do this? Is it in the family or?
It's not in my family, but I would like to go into the medical field, and I just love being involved within my community. So I thought this would be
A
a great
lot of
opportunity.
nurses, physicians assistants, even become doctors. They do volunteer work initially. I know a lot of them who did that, right?
Yeah.
So you want to be what?
Probably in pediatrics.
Pediatrics. You want to be a doctor?
Yes.
You look like it. Doesn't she
Yeah.
look like
I
she
can
has
see
that?
it.
Yeah. We need good doctors. And you, Miss?
I joined because I had a cousin who was in the fire service who I looked up to very, very much. He passed away in 2020. And I joined just to be mentally closer to him. I have 2 uncles that were also in the fire service, but besides that, it wasn't really a big thing in my family.
Very cool. They would be very proud of you. Now, you guys recently went to Germany.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
who do we have that we're going to bring in from Germany? Tell us. This is cool.
Marcel.
Marcel. And who? Come on, bring in Marcel. Hello, Marcel. Who is Marcel? What does he do? What is his title?
Marcel is called the German Jerry.
The German what?
The German Jerry.
German Jerry. Oh, the German Jerry. All
German
right.
Jerry.
Hey, Marcel.
Marcel.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello from Germany.
What part of Germany are you in, Marcel?
Oh, from the federal state of Saxony in the northwestern part of Germany I come from.
Okay.
Lower Saxony.
Okay.
Yes.
So what was this trip all about?
So this was started in 2018 when Jerry and Marcel met, and Marcel had a wish that he wanted to do an exchange with an American Junior Fire Association.
Nice.
The German Junior Firefighters came here in 2019. They attended our Camp Fahrenheit, and then because of COVID and a whole bunch of other things, this past summer was the first year we were able to go, finish out the exchange and go back.
Nice.
So, Marcel, how was that experience with these ladies coming over? How did they do over there?
Oh, they done a great work here in Germany. So they get a lot of new experience and they figure out a lot of German stuff, and they were very active here in Germany, and they do everything very well.
You know,
Well,
go ahead.
I did a little research because in Lindenhurst,
Right.
where I live, have a very large fire department as well, and that was called the Breslau Feuerwehr, or the Breslau Fire Protection. Does that sound right to you? That was started in 1877 in Lindenhurst, and they were all German. And
Oh, really?
And it's the Breslau Fire Department. That's what very like German-based fire department in Lindenhurst. So
Very interesting.
just wanted
Very
to say
interesting.
that
So,
because
Mar-
they
Very
also have
interesting.
the exchange. This program
Oh,
that
do
you
they?
guys did. Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Marcel, my family went over. My wife has relatives in Germany, and one of their biggest things was you guys don't have screens on the windows. Is this true? In Germany, do you have screens?
Yeah, of course we have. Yeah,
What did he say?
we have. Yes, we have.
You have some screens. All right. All right. So what is the biggest difference that you found with these ladies coming over than the guys that you have over there?
Oh, I think one of the biggest differences is our hydrant system. It's the most time it's underground mounted, and so your fire hydrants are over the ground. So this is a big difference here in Germany. So we bring our hydrant, it's in our truck. So you have to remove it from the truck and screw it into the ground.
Seems like it could take a little while, no?
I guess it's not really much time you need for this. So we are good in training for the assembling of these parts. So it doesn't need much time in my mind.
Interesting.
Do
Interesting.
you ladies participate like in the races?
That depends on your department. So I'm a junior in New Hyde Park. We're just starting up our drill team. I'm not sure if Plainview has a drill team,
No, we don't.
but
You don't have drill
it's not so much anymore.
Do you guys do that in Germany? Those drill teams?
No, we haven't these drill teams. This is absolutely not common for us. So we are also we are based on fire service, and these drill teams are not really common here.
How many of you guys ride on the truck? How many firefighters do you have on the actual engine or truck?
Oh, it depends. So my fire station is a really small fire station, and our truck holds only 6 person total. So, but the normal base crew is consisting of 9 people.
Is that a paid fire department?
No, it's absolutely voluntary. So only paid stuff is only available in big cities, and it's a have to have in Lower Saxony in cities with more than 100,000 people population.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Have you ever had any of the FDNY guys over there?
Sorry, again, please.
From New York City? From New York City? Have any of the firefighters been over to your department from New York City?
Not from New York City direct, but from Nassau County. Some firefighters visit our station. So it's a really small station here, and I think all people from New York or United States will ground it here for small stations. Yes,
I like that. So you guys went over to Germany. First time over to Germany, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What is one of the things that hit you that you said, "Hey, this is pretty cool over here. This is something that really other than the fire hydrants."
That was going to be my answer.
Yeah, I would have
been.
Yeah.
I have no idea what
How
you're
was
saying.
the weather? How was the weather? Jerry's giving you his. Jerry's giving you his. How was the weather? How was the weather? Let's start there.
It was pretty nice during the day. It fluctuated a lot. Like we had one big room, the two of us and 6 other people shared, and we were sleeping with our windows open, and it was freezing at night, but then it was like 85 during the day.
Yeah.
My lips were so chapped by the time we got home. But
where did you guys stay? Like while you were
we
there?
were in a school that there were actively classes going on, which I thought was very interesting. Like I'd walk out in the morning in my pajamas, and some little German kids would bump into me. But there was like a section of the school that was blocked off. We were sleeping in classrooms. We were pretty central to everything. It was pretty interesting. And if I'm remembering correctly, all the food was set up by the Red Cross in Germany, which was incredible. We ate in the cafeterias.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's great.
Really cool experience. How many of you guys went?
30
students. 30 students.
Yes.
Wow.
And how many adults?
8. I got that time.
8. Jerry's doing that. Jerry, just step in here 1 second, Jerry. So now, Jerry, how long do you know Marcel, and how did you meet? Come right behind me if you don't mind. Right there, beautiful. How long do you know Marcel? How did you meet?
We met in May of 2018 when I got an email asking if I would escort them around the city. They had an interest of doing an exchange program. So I was like, all right, sure. So I met them in the city.
Oh, nice.
And we kind of hit it off, started talking. They went home. We continued to talk. And we were in Germany with the vice president of the German fire service in Berlin, going over the actual program that August.
Wow.
And they came the following July to our camp. And then unfortunately, between COVID and Ukraine war and everything, it kind of got put on hold. But we spoke weekly about it for years. And then finally last year, we enough is enough. We're going one way or another. And that's how we wound up there this past August.
Well, takes people like Jerry and Marcel. You gave these girls and your girl, well, not girls, there were guys too. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
These, I don't want to call them kids. You said junior fire. When I called them kids, the thing, junior firefighters. I'm sorry, Jerry. You gave them an experience that they're never going to forget. You should be very proud of that, Marcel, that you gave these young people an experience that most people your age are not going to have, and that's something that you guys should be proud of, because I know you volunteer, you put in a lot of hours, and you're making a difference. Look at this.
We had, we had people were following us on social media the whole time. And even though no matter how much you saw us on social media, was nothing compared to the actual trip of what we learned and the friends and partnerships that we made. There's just no way that we'll ever be able to match that,
Right.
or forget it.
Right. And it's you have, like, if you keep in touch with some of these people, like friends for life. Now that we have, like when I was young, you'd have to write letters and stuff, and you guys can video call. I mean, we have relatives in Germany. My wife has relatives in Germany, and they came over and stayed with me. And we keep in touch with them. And in fact, when we went down to the World Trade Center, my wife said, "Hey, they have a tour in German. You could listen to the tour in German." And they said, no, we want to listen to John. Because I started just talking, just telling them, and they go, no, we want to hear it from him, And that was an honor just to take them around. So I'm glad you guys could have that experience.
So we're looking forward to them. They're coming to our camp, right, Marcel? You're coming in July 19th?
Yes. So we're looking forward to attend the camp in July 2024 again. So our actual plan is bring 12 juniors into the camp.
Nice. Am I invited to come out?
Absolutely. 21st to the 25th, all day long at the Academy.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, Marcel, didn't you have somebody with you? The ladies were saying you had somebody with you there.
Yeah, I have somebody with me because she helped me in the background with alignment of the computer. You want to say hello?
You know this other person.
Oh, she's a little bit shy. She don't want, I think.
Oh, come on! The girls want to see you.
We have to be here, so do you.
No.
She don't.
All right, we don't want to embarrass her. We don't want to embarrass her. Well, Marcel, thank you so much. I know it's like 2:00 in the morning, right? 2:30.
Yeah, 2:30. So I have to get up in 3 hours for work.
3 hours. I got news
But
for
I'm
you.
honored. I'm honored that I was able to stay in this show. So thank you very much.
No, thank you for coming on and taking the time, Marcel. Hopefully, I'll see you in July.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That is so cool. I am getting so old because I'm like, isn't that cool? Like this is second nature.
John. Hey, John. Say Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Did I say that right? Sometimes Butch tells me say things that. Thank you, Marcel. When I was a kid, you couldn't do it. This is so cool. Germany, and you're talking to somebody, and very cool.
Leave this country until I was 50. It was the first time I left the country, went over to Europe.
Outstanding opportunity to actually do something like this.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, ladies, thank you again for coming in. Really impressed with all of you guys. It was a pleasure doing the comedy show and making a little bit of a difference.
That was great.
And hopefully we'll do it again bigger and better next year. Yes. So laughter saves lives. And memory of my guys lost on 9/11 is helping you guys raise a little money for training and education. Yes. And that is a cool way to remember my guys.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much, guys, for coming in. We'll see you again. We'll go to break and we'll be right back with Santa.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I have 30 seconds to give you a very important message. My name is Arthur Lee. I'm the CEO and inventor of LifeVac, a simple choking rescue device that could save a life in a choking emergency. We've saved over 3,000 lives now, but we're not there. 5,000 people a year choke to death, one child every 5 days. Please consider protecting your family in a choking emergency with LifeVac. Go to lifevac.net today. Thank you for your time.
What does that mean? And we're back with Laughter Saves Lives live. We had Marcel on from Germany, the girls from Long Island. We have a comic from Manhattan, but we got a chubby guy from the North Pole. And people said, John, I never knew you were in the North Pole. It's not me, the chubby guy. It is Santa. Let's welcome Santa to Laughter Saves Lives Live. Hello, Santa. Hello.
Well, John, I guess you don't have mirrors in your house. You're not the chubby guy.
Santa's not supposed to be funnier than the comic. Let me tell you something. I have been following your work for years. Amazing, amazing work. Big fan. But I think there are some questions that need to be asked. Not to put Santa on the spot, but we need to maybe hit a little hard-hitting interview just to get to know Santa a little better. Would that be fair enough, Santa?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, so do you want you want to ask the first question? Or you want me to ask the first question?
You go first.
All right. So I was wondering, Santa, we'll start a little soft. It's a busy time of year for you, but Thanksgiving just passed, right? What do you eat for Thanksgiving? Do you guys do a whole turkey and stuffing spread?
Oh, we have a whole feast up at the North Pole.
You do?
You know, turkeys, all the fixing, all the elves. Everybody takes off the day. It's much. You'd be surprised. The North Pole is much like here. We have a post office, we have a hospital, we have a fire department, we have a police department, we have a chamber of commerce, we vote for mayors. It's incredible. People are on the impression that I own elves. I do not own elves. I'm lucky enough to work among them.
Okay, so they're paid workers. They're not like,
What do they get paid?
Yeah, what do they get paid? What does a good elf get paid?
Yeah, what's a good elf wage?
A good elf is a happy elf.
That's just
they get paid in happiness and joy. They do it out of the joyness of their heart.
That sounds pretty cheap.
I like that.
So you've been doing this Santa thing for a long time.
Long time.
Let's get time. Have you thought about retirement?
Not now. Not now. I got too many things I want to do. So many places. I have, we just, the elves look forward to this. I look forward. We just don't work this time of year. This is an all-year process for us. This is just the one time a year I'm able to get out of the North Pole and visit the children around the world.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
That's so nice. So, yes, go ahead.
I do have one question. I mean,
yes.
It's kind of a.
He's not going anywhere for a few days.
Yeah, I wanted to say good morning to Marcel, our friend in Germany.
Yes.
Do you know that Donna and Blitzen are actually German?
No.
Really?
Donna, yeah. Donna means thunder, and Blitzen means lightning.
Really? Wow, their names are cooler.
They are. They should use those names. They sound like wrestlers. Like they would be wrestlers. All right, let's keep going on this interview with Santa. If it's going nowhere, we can always.
Well, I do have something I want to ask. I always thought about this. You're in and out of people's houses, right?
Yes.
In and out and out.
Mm.
Did you ever take anything?
Only cookies and drinks.
Just cookies.
Good answer.
It's such a
shitty cookies.
Such a struggle. Like you'll notice, a lot of times I'm missing a button. That's because the pot was nice.
Yes, a lot of cookie stuff. Santa, it is a very romantic night, Christmas. Some couples that they stay up a little late, getting things prepared, decorating the tree. I guess you're coming down that chimney. You could, surprise some of these young couples who are enjoying the evening.
You'll be surprised how quiet I can be.
You have to be.
I would think. I mean, speaking of quiet, do you have any designs on maybe going electric with your sleigh? Electric cars, they're getting big.
Yeah.
Well, even though the sleigh going electric, I don't think so. We're not there yet.
You're old school.
We're old school.
Old school.
Yeah. I have to say my naughty and nice list is on an iPad.
You upgraded.
Yeah, there's just too many names. I had to.
Santa, there were many a Christmas that I wanted some gifts and I did not get them.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, was I on the naughty list that year, or were you just very busy and maybe missed something?
John.
Yeah.
Did I give you the gift that you wanted, or did I give you the gift that you needed?
Oh. That's a good
Santa.
answer.
That's deep.
That's a good answer.
I always got gifts, socks and the undies. I always got that stuff that I needed. Thank you, Santa.
You're welcome.
Thank you very
That was
much.
great answer.
Really, who needs toys? Just because the other kids are getting them.
I use that with my kids.
Who needs toys? So this is a big year, big Christmas, right?
Yes.
Coming up. Yes?
Big Christmas.
Now, how do you get yourself up every year for Christmas? How do you
Psyched
get
up, right?
because it's you've done a lot of them. How do you get yourself like we're going on stage when I do comedy, try to get yourself a little pumped. Christy Miller's coming on, a great comic. We'll ask her what she does. But what do you do, Santa?
I rally with the reindeer.
A little.
We get into a huddle, pretty much of a huddle, and we go, ooh, 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 and then we start chanting.
Right.
They start chanting. I make my way to the back, and off we go.
That's it. Off and
That's
gone,
it.
and you're pumped and ready.
Pumped
Man,
and ready.
that must be such an exciting time.
It's just the work up to the day is so exciting. Every day I just get up and I'm just more and more excited with what's coming.
Is there a big come down on
Afterwards.
December 26th?
There is. It takes a little time, but the elves and I definitely look forward to a vacation.
You know what I would like to do, Sid, if you don't mind, because I'm running out. I mean, I asked the questions that I wanted to ask. Would you mind just hanging out for a few seconds? We have a very, very funny lady coming on, and I'd like to see if she has any questions for you.
Oh, not at all. I'm just going over my list over here.
Christy Miller, she's a really good comic, headlining comic from Manhattan. Can we bring Christy in right now, guys? Christy! Hey, Christy. How are you? She's muted. You're muted, Christy.
Stupid and slow.
There she is.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, Christy. How are you?
Excellent. How are you, John?
Good. I love your background.
Well, I had to be festive. It's my favorite time of year.
It is. It is a great time of year. I'm glad we can get you on this time of year.
I know.
Chris, I figured I'd bring you in a little early. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but it's very rare that you get one-on-one with Santa.
I know.
And I was wondering, do you have anything you wanted to ask Santa before we let Santa get back to work?
I didn't know Santa's accent was from Staten Island. That's all I didn't know.
Good point. Good point. He's a Staten Island, Brooklyn. What is an animal? What does the animal do? A chameleon? Like they change?
Yeah.
Right? Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Santa's like, ho, ho, ho over here. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Forget about it.
Very good point, Christy. I didn't realize it. It was just so natural to me.
Right?
Okay, Chrissy, naughty list.
Yeah. Yes. That was my goal tonight. Naughty list.
Christy,
You were going to finally get off, but
Christy's a little too excited. She's on the naughty list right now, I think.
Fuck yes. So
now,
happy.
Now, Santa, we're gonna let you get back to work.
Okay, thank you.
All right. But if anybody wants Santa to visit them before the holidays or whatever, contact Laughter Saves Lives. We have a direct line to Santa now. We
Yes,
can
we
help
do.
you. Maybe Santa can make it
Send
to
him
your
right
party
over.
or something. Yeah. So thank you, Staten Island, Brooklyn Santa.
Santa freaking Claus. We love
Oh, how
it.
you doing?
Christy, that was funny. That was funny. I didn't even pick it up. It's so used to.
He leaves. He's like, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Hey, gay.
So, Christy,
Sorry.
you've been doing stand-up a long time. How long?
Yeah. Next month. Oh, this month will be 29 years.
29 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Biggest show you ever did?
Probably with Dice.
You
At one of
opened
the
for Dice?
theaters. Yeah.
Oh, love Dice.
I opened Pip's front door to let Dice in once. I opened.
Oh. Is there a rim shot anywhere anybody can hit?
I got it.
I was told, hey John, Dice is coming down. If he walks in the door, we're knocking you back, like pushing you back in the show. And I'm like, please don't let him walk in, please, because I'm a clean act. I'm clean. Please don't let him walk. Oh, here comes Dice. So Johnny had to follow Dice, and that was
great.
a disaster. That was a disaster.
Oh, it's good for you. Puts hair on your chest.
What made you want to become a stand-up comedian?
Oh my God. When I was a little kid, I was about probably like 7, maybe 6. You know, like in the late 70s, you know, Showtime came out. Remember when it came out? It was just like a nighttime prime channel. It would show movies starting at like 8 o'clock. Well, then HBO came out in like 1980, somewhere in there. And then Showtime, I grew up in California in the Bay Area.
Okay.
So Showtime had these big laugh-off specials that would run contests, basically. So we had the San Francisco Big Laugh-Off. So, and my mom had comedy albums like Pryor, Bill Cosby, George Carlin, like all the classics, and Buddy Hackett. And then, you know, we actually got to watch comedy. They had the San Francisco Big Laugh-Off. So it was Johnny Dark, Marsha Warfield, the Reverend George Wallace, and Ollie Joe Prater. And I watched this as a kid and I went, oh my God, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Because just watching people laugh feels so good.
It does.
It does.
It does.
It's good when you make people laugh.
When you can make people laugh, it's such a people who don't get on stage and do it. Even if you make people laugh at a party, it's a great feeling.
Oh yeah.
When you get on stage and there's a decent audience out there.
Oh yeah.
And you get that. It's a high that you can't get from any drug.
Nope.
You know, it's. I always tell a story when I got my tires slashed at a firehouse show in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania. I insulted the people who booked me on the show because they put me in a hotel that was horrible. You know, so I started hitting the hotel, and then I went out and the tires were slashed. It took forever. Took forever to get tires from these junkyards. I had to change the tires. I ripped my pants. I get in the car, and I'm not going to go back to the hotel because who's waiting for me, right?
Yeah.
You know.
So
I go. It was Allentown or something. I'm going to drive home,
shit.
and I get in the car and I go, but man, I was funny tonight. Like, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Never had my tire slashed, thank God.
Well, give us a story about something unique that happened to you though on the road or whatever. I'm sure we all have our stories.
You know what's sad and pathetic about my life? Nothing bad ever happens. Like it's just, you know, I always have fun in shows. I'm trying to think. I know there's been some crazy
You never like
shit.
offended anyone? No
Oh
one can
yeah.
do it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. But I don't take it personally. I don't attack people. Even like a week ago, I was doing a spot in the city, and a friend of mine from the Comedy Store in LA was in town, and she came in. And she was there with me, and this guy was on his phone watching the Warriors game.
Nice.
The whole time through the whole show. So of course, I'm the one that'll go into the crowd and just see what's going on, and whatever's happening, I'm in it. I am not afraid of anything. So I just play with him. I don't get offended by people if you don't like me. It's not my problem. It's not your problem. And the last thing I want to do is make anybody feel bad at a comedy show or like see these unseasoned comics come out, and if something doesn't go their way, they attack. It's uncomfortable. It's terrifying. And then that person's going to go, fuck this. I'm not coming to a show ever again. That's right. I'm not going to get yelled at for something stupid, even though they're stupid and probably deserved it.
Right.
But there's other ways of handling it. And I'm a big, you know, people think I'm just scary or intimidating, but I'm actually a big teddy bear. And I just love it. I don't care who you are. I love you. I don't give a shit. And we're going to if you're at my show, we're going to have a good time. And I will bust my balls to have a good time with you. And I will rope you in. And this guy, I was playing with him. I wasn't mad. I was like, all right, what's the score? Like in between jokes.
Right.
You know, and at the end of the show, by the middle of my set, he actually put the phone down and watched, which I was shocked. And then at the end of the show, he hugged me. He goes, "You're so funny." And I'm like, and my friend's like, that is, because she's a new comic that I kind of mentor. And she's like, that is a skill I've never seen. I said, why would who cares? It's my job to be so great and so fun that you want to put your phone down.
Yes.
Not be scolded and reprimanded. Like, you're a bad person. Put your phone, you're a dick.
Right.
Attention to me. I'm like, you don't want to. I don't give a shit. I'm going to have fun with the tables that love me. Fuck you.
Now, what is some of the stuff that you talk about in your act?
Oh, Jesus. Everything. Anything that's going on in pop culture, anything that's going on with me. I love self-deprecation. It is so much fun.
Yeah.
It is so, because I am such a carved out character. It is so much fun to just, laugh at myself. It's so much fun. And then even like doing roast battles or anything like that, or daises, when people come at me with a good roast, I am in it. I'm like, let's go. This is brilliant. I love you. And, but I just like to have fun. I roast the audience. I rope them into each bit, so it's a personalized show. And it's just, I talk about, but mainly like pop culture stuff, sometimes sports stuff, depending on where I'm at. If I'm on the road and it's, if I'm on the road traveling, I'll find out who their team, like, okay, we're going here. Or like example, I did Boston back in 2019 with Dice. And we did the Wilbur Theater. So I was like, all right, we're going to Boston. Perfect. Because that's when Antonio Brown just got traded to the Patriots. So I wrote a bit just for Boston about that whole thing, going from the Steelers to the Raiders to the Patriots, and just enveloped it in and got 3 applause breaks. I won them over, and then I can take them anywhere I want.
Right.
But whatever. And then, I have hours of material in my head. But it's like, but if something else is going on, or something's going on in that town that I'm at, or something happened during the show, like at the feature, or if it's like a regular show, I'll address anything. I don't care. And I usually like to show up early to shows anyway, to see if anything pops off. But it's mostly pop culture and self-deprecation.
So
getting older, because I'm 54 now. So I talk about getting older.
How often do you change your what you talk about?
I write all the time.
That's great.
I write constantly. And I go on stage in the clubs here in the city just to write.
Right.
And I write on stage, so I have an idea, because it's more like rants and it's just like this whole crazy story, and I just get it out. I record it, go home. Oh, that worked. Oh my God. Now it just opens up my mind for more. And then I tweak it a couple times, but I'm constantly writing, and it's just, my brain doesn't stop. So it's just constant. Even if I do the same material, if I do like a full weekend somewhere, it's going to be, if I do like, Friday, Saturday, it's still going to be 2 different shows depending on the crowd.
That's great. Yeah, it's great.
It makes it fun for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's always fun to do the material and
and have a new audience and a new set of people and a new energy and new craziness. Or if they're quiet, and then you got to pull them out of that and get them excited. Or if they're completely insane, you got to like meet them at that level and then guide them to where you want them to go. It's just, but it's so much fun.
I did a show last week that was in front of a priests and nuns. There was priests and nuns which for me, it's fine. 95% of my act I can do because I'm clean.
Right.
And people say, well, why aren't you dirty or whatever? It's just not me.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that I can't sit. That doesn't mean that I can't sit and watch a comic who's dirty and laugh and enjoy them. It's just not me. So I'm not comfortable with it. So your act is a little blue, yes?
I'm raw. I wouldn't say dirty. I'm just raw, because I call out everything.
So are you always you, or do you look at the crowd and go, I can't be that raw tonight?
I'm always me. And it always works because it's authentic. There's no bullshit. There's no hesitation. There's no like, I got to tiptoe. If there's an elephant in the room, or if there's some eggshells I got to walk on, I'm smashing them and riding that elephant out. Like, I don't care, because if you're being genuinely you, it doesn't matter what you're talking about or what your style is. The crowd is going to be with you because you're literally letting it all out and showing them who you are. I go on stage and I talk the way I talk normally, and I just talk. I don't write things word for word. I can't memorize shit. I don't have the patience for it.
Right.
I get mad, and then I throw a tantrum, but I rant, but I know the beginning, middle, and end of every bit. So
I want to come into the city one night and watch you.
Oh yeah, anytime. I have an album out. I have an album out too that came out last year.
Okay. We only have about 20 seconds. Where can we find you? Where are you going to be?
Okay, you can follow me on the social medias everywhere at Christy Miller Comedy. I have an album out called Brutally Yours on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, to everywhere you stream. I'm just in town this weekend. I'm in Queens at with Opie for Opie and Anthony. I'm going to a surprise party for one of his guys on Saturday. Then we're doing a show that night in Queens.
All right.
And which is fun. I can work out stuff. And where am I? Usually at the Grizzly Pear on the Village. I'm
You're all
everywhere.
over.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. So so follow me everywhere. And if you love me, download my album. And if you hated me, I've been Kathy Griffin.
Hey, by the way, just real quick, she'll also be at Primetime Comedy Club in East Windsor, New Jersey on February 28th.
Yes,
Thanks so much.
Yes, thank you so much, John.
Merry
Great to meet
Christmas.
you. Merry Christmas to you guys too.
Thank you, Christy.
Bye.
Bye. So what interesting show tonight. Thank you for filling in. Did you have fun?
I did. I certainly it's new. I'm
different.
used to just making fun of my sister and
yeah,
my mom.
you can make fun of me anytime you want.
I had some I had some little racier questions for Santa, but I was afraid to ask them.
Next time.
I feel like he might have gotten mad.
Next time. He'll be back on the 18th, I think. We are going. We will see you next week on Laughter Saves Lives Live.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure.